In the last video, I showed you how to use Lightroom for photo corrections. We're going to start out in Lightroom again, and we're going to go up to the top, and we're going to find our picture. You click on that little app in the bottom right corner. You choose the picture you want. Right now I'm going to add some new ones, so I'm looking for something I can add. And then I highlight them, and then they're in. I can go up, takes a minute for them to pop in. There they are, and now I've got my new pictures. I'm going to choose one. Here I go. I don't know what's taking me so long. There it is. Okay. I'm in Lightroom still, so I'm going to do my basic fixes, cropping. I can't decide where to put it. I actually think in the long run I probably ended up cropping it too tight, but hey, you know, we always live and learn about this stuff. Oh, I'm still looking. I'm real picky about that. Okay, now I'm going to move on to exposure. Gonna make him a little bit brighter because he's backlit. I'm going to add a little more contrast. I'm going to go and add some detail in my highlights. I'm going to add some detail in my shadows. And then I think I like it. So now I'm going to go on to my white balance. Up here in the center, I'm going to try auto. Yuck! Oh gosh. He looks so green and sick. So I'm going to come back in. I'm going to warm it up a little bit. Give him some yellows. Put a little more pink in his cheeks. And I'm looking at it. Maybe a little more pink. There we go. That looks good. Then I'm going to go down to saturation, I think. Yeah, I'm going to lower that saturation. I always think pictures are too bright, too colored. Okay, take down the vibrance a little bit. All right, that's looking pretty good. Checking everything out, seeing what might, and you can always click and, oh, look what I found. All right, this allows me to adjust each color. So I'm going to adjust the red and take a little red out. And then I hate that purple back in the background. So I'm going to figure out how I can get that out. And I'm going to choose that. And, ooh, that kind of leaves his skin yucky. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like that. Oh, if I click that little dot in the center, I've got something new. All right, now I've got a slider. All right, I just hold it over the screen and I go to the left or to the right, and I can add or take out color. I can do it in his face. I can do it behind. The little dot in the center tells you what color you're changing. I'm taking a lot of different colors and moving them. And all of this is under hue. So I'm just changing those a little bit to and fro and back and forth. Just adjusting, clicking, sliding, and figuring out exactly what I want to go and do. I'm kind of picky about the color. Now I'm in the saturation. I really want to take that color out of that background as much as I possibly can because that purple is crazy awful. I don't know where it came from. Maybe take down the saturation in his skin a little bit because that's kind of like what I want to do. And I move on. Now I'm going to go to my sharpen. I'm going to push up my sharpen at the top first. And then I'm going to go down, a little more. Then I'm going to take my radius. Remember, always less than 1. I like to take it down pretty far. And then boost up the masking. I like to give a nice healthy mask. What that does is it pulls in the edges. Okay, I'm going to click so I get my chronal aberrations off. And to the end, I'm going to see what they look like. I'm trying to figure out what all these do. Okay, that's horrible. What am I clicking on? Okay, here we go. So that's the finished one. Okay, I'm figuring it out now. So all is that one. That one is at the very beginning. Okay, this all makes sense now. Let me see if I've got it right. There we go, back and forth. Yep, that's all of it. Yep, that's at the end. All right, I think I've got it figured. Good for me. Oh, I accidentally clipped off chromal aberrations again. Okay, I got to fix that. All right, now, how do I go about saving it? This was confusing to me at first, too. I wanted to go and export it, and so I did. I exported it out, but then I saw this export where I get to do a little bit more, change it to 100%. This is the one at the very bottom. And then I can go in here and I can make some further adjustments. All right, I can choose Adobe RGB instead of that cruddy S thingamabob. And I can look at, oh no, I don't want to change any of that. Okay, I'm going to try custom name. Can't do anything with that. I don't know what that's all about. I'm going to change it back. Okay, now I'm exporting as glossy. Okay, there we go. I've got that. All right, now where? Okay, I think I like everything that I've got there. I've got the all that done, and I hit the arrow at the top to slide it back over. I'm checking to make sure I've got everything the way I want it. I always double and triple check everything. And there, I've saved it, and I save image. And now that is in my folder. So there's that picture as I've corrected it in Lightroom. Now, one of the problems, I know Lightroom diminishes the information, but, you know, we do with what we can do. Okay, now I'm going to go up and I'm going to be able to compare the two. I'm looking for the two pictures. There's one. There's the other. There they are. Before and after. Before, after. I can't really tell. Yeah. All right, now into Adobe Fix. That's the one I was working on. So I'm going to click at the plus at the top so I can add a project. And I'm going to choose my files. where my pictures are. And I'm going to go for recent. Where is, I don't understand this. All right, I'm looking. All right, no. Ah, I'm really stupid. There it is, right up at the top. There's the picture that I fixed. Okay, again, from left to right, we'll start cropping. This is where I do too much. Oh well. I'm going to get, I know that in hindsight now, but I get the X's over his eyes and it's nice and tight. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go on to the next one, which is exposure. Going back and forth, maybe a little lighter, little lighter, little lighter. Okay. All right. And the first one does warm and then cool. So I'm going to warm it up a little bit. And I don't want to use that one. Let's see. And you can push these back and forth until you get them where you want them to be. All right. There's no right or wrong. It's going to be a visual choice. But make sure you have detail in the lights, detail in the darks, and see, I go back through these because until you save it, you know, it's good to go. All right, let's move on down. All right, now we're to the brushes. Okay. Oh, no. My bad. I'm doing the warping. All right, and that's just showing me what to do. So I'm going to see about pushing his little cheeks in a little bit. I don't have to because babies are supposed to be fat, but I'm going to tap it and push it in a little bit. And then once I get it, click the check mark and it'll do it. All right. Now I'm to the repair tools. Okay. These are the brushes, and I just go and I tap on the little crumbs at the side of his mouth. Tap, 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 and away they go. So all his little crumbs are gone. Now I found the way I zoom in and zoom out is I do use 2 fingers. If you touch just one at a time, it'll do something. But if you use 2 fingers to zoom in and out and to scroll across, you're fine. All right, here's our brushes. Up at the top, it goes in and out. See, if you scroll up, push up, it gets bigger. Down, it gets smaller. Up, bigger, and that's softer and harder. Softer, harder. Okay, softer, and I want it soft. All right, and that is opacity, so you can tap that to change the amount of opacity that the brush has. All right, here we go. I'm going to start under his eye, little taps at a time. Tap, 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 and it erases that out. Tap, tap, tap. Oh my God, this looks awful. All right, I'm going to keep at it, but I still don't like it. Okay, I'm struggling with it. Now there is a return up at the top. Yeah, that shows you where it is, where it's not. Okay. I'm still trying to fix it. There we go. All right. Well, let's see. All right, that's without it. And now I'm moving to the other side. You'll always find you get better with this as you go. All right, I'm going to use my paintbrush, tap, 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 tap. All right, now he's got yucky spots underneath his eyes. That's horrible. Look, oh gosh. Okay, I'm tapping, tapping, trying to get it smoother. Okay, that's the patch tool. I can't seem to figure out how the patch tool works. I tried, but I couldn't do much with it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just not working. And then I'm back to that. All right, now I've got the clone tool. Is that what that is? Stamp tool. All right, where you can choose a spot and then paint. Oh, God, no. Up at the top, there is a little, oh, it gets worse and worse. Oh, dear. All right, I've got to fix it. Oh, there we go. Back, back, back. And we're back to the stamp. I don't know why I keep trying. Oh, I'm taking everything out. Yay, me. All right, so the little eyeball's back the way it was. And there's the erase tool. Oh, nope, I'm back on the repair. All right, let's see if I can do a better job. Tapping, 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 tapping. You see those little dots? That's just a touch, a touch, a touch, a touch. First time I did this, I did it without zooming it. Oh my gosh, that was crazy, absolutely crazy. But here I go, tap, 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 tap. That's not so bad. Oh my gosh, let's take that one out. That's not so bad. Okay, let's go over maybe and look at the other side again. Oh God, let's see if I can go over this and make it better. All right, here we go. Yeah, I seem to be getting better at this. Not much. And this is not Photoshop on your computers, guys, but it's going to do an okay job for what we need to have it do. Okay, that's not so bad. All right, we're going to move down. Okay, sharpen. Now I want those eyes nice and sharp, so I'm going to zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, because I want them to sparkle. Okay, so I'm going to sharpen that, and then I'm going to zoom to the other side and sharpen that. There we go. Get in the middle, around the outside. All right. I also want to put a little shine on the lips. There we go, a little shine. Maybe a little bit more. Here we go, a little bit. Good. All right, so sparkly eyes. All right, now we're going to scroll on down again. Okay, and this is darken and lighten. Oh, here we go. We're going to lighten, and I think what I'm going to try and do is lighten the eyes. It's getting close, so I can do a better job. There we go. I want the whites lighter. Okay. Because whites in eyes are never white enough. I have to keep going back and retrying it. There we go. The tapping didn't work, but a single stroke did. Slide it to the other side and single stroke light. Perfect. Good. I like it. All right, now I'm going to darken it because I want to darken the iris. Actually, I wanted just to darken the pupil, but I couldn't seem to get it small enough. Small, 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 and soft. I want it super soft. And tap. Ooh, there. Did you see it? Let's go to the other side and tap. Ooh, makes those darks really, really show up. Good job, me. All right, here we go. Keeping going, keeping going. Oh, now I'm going to lighten the hair. Oh, I never thought to do this. This is cool. All right, let's go. He's got blonde hair, so I'm going to pull up some highlights, brush it in just like you're brushing their hair. Pull those highlights in. Okay. Oh, I had to back it up because I didn't like where it started. I'm going to have to go the bottom to the top. There we go. Bottom, top. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I like the highlights. Makes him look like the little blondie that he is. All right. Highlight, highlight, highlight. Yep. There we go. Where else? Highlight. Yep. I like that. I especially like the little aura behind his head, so I really want to emphasize that. Now I'm going to shadow areas. I'm going to make it a little bit darker over on this side. All right, get a little contrast, except I went over his chin. Oh my gosh. Let's try to erase it. That made it worse. Oh heavens. All right, let me make it go away. Tip. Back up. Let's try darkening it again, doing a neater job. Just hitting the shadow areas. I only want to hit the shadows to darken those up. Okay, and a little bit on that side, on that sleeve. Okay, to help frame his face. Framing his face up a little bit. There we go. All right, now we're going to move down and we're going to go to this one. All right. And here we're going to darken that. All right, let's move along. Okay, this is paint. What I want to do is I want to get the eyedropper. Okay, there I've got it. And I select back in the back because I want white. And I want white because I want to paint the white in his eyes. But what I want to do is I want to make it very, very faint, like 8, 9, very, very light, so I can build up that white in there. So here I am, really close. All right, and I'm going to paint. All right, and paint. All right, a little bit lighter on his eyes. Okay, I think that's okay. Let me back it up and look. I want his eyes to just kind of pop. Now I'm to the vignette. I want to make portraits always look better with just a little bit of vignette. All right, and that's my feather, so it's soft. When I get it the way I want it, I click check. All right, there it is. I go up here and I get ready to save it. And it's saved. All right, now sliding over, going up to my collection, looking. Oh, there he is. All right, there's the before and the after. Yeah, see, I zoomed in too much. Before, after, yeah, and I took too much shadow underneath his eye. I need to, yeah. But see, I want to see both your before and after when you show me. Okay? Yeah, he's got a little freak eye on the side. Well, again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be talking to you soon.